Bro, I've been holding off looking up this dude for the past like week and a half.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health.
All right, you guys.
Life support, I've been put up on a
We're back.
shelf.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and I brought back the one and only, the musician, the singer, the writer, the pianist, the engineer, Andy Rue. What's
I'm
up?
back. I'm back. What's
man?
up, y'all? I've been holding off looking him up so much, dude.
Yeah.
So much. I'm hyped. I'm super hyped to get into it. I'm super hyped. So like everything, I'm actually hyped for this, actually, just like what we're doing, because they're gonna see like everything that I'm seeing authentically. Like you guys have watched every second that I've seen REN.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to continue to see that because I think it's kind of a cool little journey that I'm going to be taking on with this dude.
Yeah, so this is epic, you guys. If you're new to the channel or new to our REN reactions, I like to take people on what I call the REN roller coaster, where we do 2 to 3 videos in one sitting. That's what we're about to do. Now, you guys saw him react to High REN, and then, was it with him and Sam Tompkins?
Yeah, dude, busking.
Yeah, he never heard of busking.
Yep.
So, you guys, I figured tonight what we're going to do Genesis, because he's never really heard him rap like that, other than
no real
High
like
REN.
studio stuff, just like the live stuff that he was doing, and then like the busking.
So we're going to start out with, now I got a surprise for him. The last one's a surprise because I know what type of music he likes. So we're just going to get into it. We'll talk then, but we're going to start with Genesis. Then we're going to go to the big push. You guys know what we're going to do. Then the last joint, the illest of our time. Now, I exposed him to REN on our last reaction. If you haven't seen it, go check it. That's the first time he's ever heard of REN. So all this is new to him. I'm excited to take him on this little field trip.
I'm excited.
The
to
REN
go on
roller coaster, baby. So let's get things started, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment on all the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibes, subscribe to the channel, join the movement. We're going to hit 100K subs before the end of summer, and we appreciate it, everyone who helps us get there. So
40-year-old
What?
boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old
What?
boys are back in town.
What?
Boys are back in town.
40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears.
40.
All right, you guys, I'm going to get this logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, we got a bunch of cool stuff on the channel with reactions to Harry Mack, Coast Contra, what is it? Falling in Reverse, a bunch of cool stuff. Check that out. But most importantly, check out the original content. If you're watching this, I just dropped a new music video, planned it, okay? It is out now, and I could really use your support on the original content because I'm a rapper, you guys. I've been doing my thing I'm 43. I've been doing it for a while, but support the original content just like you do the reactions. It means so much to us. Let's get this thing started.
I'm going to be listening for the musical stuff on this one, for sure, because that was one of the things I loved the most about him when I was seeing him is how musical he really is. So I'm going to be really critical about this, about the musicality of this one.
Hell yeah. So we're going to go to a few different places with this reaction. So one, you guys, I want to let you guys know, I'm like 20 years older than him. You're 23.
Yeah, I'm 23.
So he's 23, but he's super talented. Now, you guys saw him on the last one, started going to his page, checking out his music. I told you, he's a classically trained pianist, you guys. He does so much different stuff. So I want to give him his flowers while he's here, and we're going to critique this. Now, I'm bringing this in front of you because this is more conventional rap, something that me and you do really well at a high level, but this is more conventional rap. But before we get it started, bro, he makes his own beats.
Yeah.
And so we got a lot here. So we're going to get this started.
Producer in here, fellow producer.
Hey, let's go. So
Sleeves are coming up.
yes,
It's going
sir.
now.
All right, this is REN Genesis, and this is a first-time reaction for Andy Rue. Let's get it. Now, to preface this, I saw this video. I thought that was guacamole, and I was super hype. What do you think that is?
Looks like fish and chips. I don't know what the grade is. It wasabi?
It's called mushy peas.
I'm not with that. I'm not rocking with that.
I've never heard of mushy peas. I hate peas. I hate
so
like
bad.
sauteed spinach. I like it in the raw form, but I don't do peas. I can do like some edamame stuff that's crunchy. Anyways, we're going to do, you guys, it's going down. We're going to do a mushy peas challenge. I'm going to try mushy peas on one of these REN reactions.
Oh
we'll
my
see.
God.
Don's got to make them. He's got to get the from Chef B. West, and we're going to do it. Anyways, had to preface it before we get into this. Let's go.
And mush them.
Because I've never seen that. Looks amazing, actually, too. But the mushy
fries look
peas,
fire.
oh no. The fries and the fish look amazing. Let's go.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this dimension, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly? Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly, life is ironically fucking me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now, I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark, people dilate in the dark. No, but was late for the art, no, but was late for the art. Genesis rain and it rain with a start. Genesis pain in the art, Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
Now, I wanted to take you here because we never really got to dive in on his rapping. And so here we are. I'm curious, what do you think of that?
I'm liking the cadences that I'm hearing for sure. How he's flipping it up, switching it up. I'm liking it. I'm interested to see how complicated he really goes with it.
Yeah.
One of the guys I really like is Token. I actually opened up for him, which is kind of tight.
Yeah.
Thanks to this man right
Hey,
here. But shout
shout
out. But now, one of the things I really like about Token is how crazy he can get with his flows, how he can fit in so many different pockets.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested to see what REN does. I could tell it's probably just him playing the guitar in the background. He said he produced the beat himself. So I'm also interested to see how much he switches that up. But keep going. I'm rocking with it. I'm liking it.
So it's interesting when you said that. Now I'm kind of like, maybe I should have played The Hunger, because this is one of my personal favorite because I love the beat.
Yeah.
That just
No, it's good. Yeah.
It's something I just be bumping in the whip like, yo, let's go. But let's just rock, man. I think he changed up the cadence a couple times at the beginning.
I think is, sorry, I didn't mean to. Well, I was gonna say what I think is really cool too is that because it is so simple right now, he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
So that makes me respect that even much more, because then it's like there's a reason why he's making it as simple as he's making it, because he can do more complicated stuff. So why isn't he?
And we're going to be watching the illest of our time, you guys. And you guys know what's about to happen at the end. So let's go.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second.
So that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. So go back. I was just actually I wasn't talking about it in this video. It was when we were reacting to Harry Mack, when I was talking about the 1, 2, 3, 4. You kind of saw how he waited a second and came in on the snare instead of just the downbeat of one. The other thing that was so cool, and I love when producers, Mac Miller did this a lot. Sorry for the voice crack. Rest in peace. I'm not sad. I'm a child. But Mac Miller used to do this all the time when he would produce stuff, and his producers and the people that he worked with, where you just do these really out there instruments. So the reason I bring that up is at the beginning of the verse, he kind of switches away from the guitar into that synth, and the synth kind of goes, and I just think that's really cool that he did that, because you wouldn't normally think of doing something like that. You would just keep the guitar going and keep it going. But anyway, I want to go back to like when he came in on that snare to kind of like show you what I was talking about.
Okay, so was that close to the synth?
No, it was a little bit after that. But yeah, you can play it honestly from the synth. Let's do that again.
Drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold.
1, 2,
Let
3,
me be real
4
for a
on that
second.
3. So he didn't
Tongue
just
is
go
a
in on that one. So if you as he was crossing the street, he kept going in on that one, and that's where he would start his rhyme schemes and stuff. But on that, he waited for 3. So we'll go back one more time just so that you can really listen to that. It's
Just
really
to
tight.
that part right here.
Yeah,
right.
maybe like 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, it's
Yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip close. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second.
That's so hard. That's
tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, that beast mode, Armageddon. Get 'em, let me take the wheel for a second. Hit a hoop like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal, succession. Switch swoop when I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession, making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. That I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a start. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis.
But also we sing. So hyped though, like, because you can tell like, he'll keep the beat simple while he makes his cadences, you know, more complicated. And I was really hoping he was going to do that, like the token stuff that I was talking about, where he really knows what he's doing when he's waiting for those, you know, when he comes in and stuff like that, and really
those
knows
pockets.
Exactly. I'm so happy. I'm so hyped he's doing that, because like I was like, man, if he has all this musical talent and he doesn't bring that into his vocals, I'm gonna be so pissed. But he did it. It sounds good. I'm
it's crazy because the way you broke that down. I'm not a, it's interesting because you're a technician with these things. I'm a natural dude. Like things come natural to me with being an MC, freestyling, like, you know, like I'll have things where I'm like on the scene like mucho gusto. Why you always trying to be a puto? You know it all about the luto.
That's
and
hilarious
like,
that you said that, because when I first listened to that song, it's one of the songs that I have downloaded from you. Okay. I was thinking about that when you hit that, and that's one of the reasons I actually downloaded it, was because of that cadence that you did there.
Yeah, because it's like I'm back with the flow. They forgot it was when I'm rapping it though. It's the passion so what the accurate go, but they looking at me like they packing a foe in a Cadillac.
Exactly.
Though. But that was just natural. I didn't go, I want to get on the R&B. I just go with the feeling. And what is interesting is it's because also like in school I was like, I'm not an academic in the sense, and sometimes if you study certain things you can get to it faster, so that's what I'm trying to study more. That's why I like building with you, because you're a more technician of like from a strategic or from like a trained ear.
It's very theory point of view.
Music theory.
Music theory. Yeah.
And I'm just like someone who was just on the corner writing rhymes, poetry, and going with the feel. Like, hey, yo, I love y'all. What you want to do?
That has its advantages. It has its advantages when you don't know. I think it's kind of funny when artists have so much skill, because it can hold them back or it can propel them forward, and in some cases it does hold them back. There's times with me like where it holds me, especially in my production. I'm afraid to get like super creative sometimes, because I'm so worried about, oh my god, is this in the right tuning? Is this the right? Is this appealing to the circle of fifths with this chord progression and stuff? And I'm like, this is all stuff that I'm thinking about. So part of me wishes I was like you, where you're kind of more blind to that. So it's all about feeling. How does this sound? How does this feel to rap and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's interesting, but I love that breakdown because you're counting it down. So for people who aren't familiar with how strategic the things are happening, they just got a cool little lesson. Yeah. That was tight. It was tight for me. So now I'm gonna take you. So we're going all the way busking. You guys, me and him. So I found out about busking because of Ren. Now, actually, Ren and Harry Mack, because he has busking with Boyz, and it's a Boyz speaker. Yeah. And I was like, what is busking? And then someone's like, yeah, Ren's busking. And we just learned here. So, hey, there you go. Learning stuff on the channel as we go. Like that new word, what was it? Thassophobia?
Yeah, Thassophobia.
I learned that. You already knew it. You already knew it. All right, man. So I want to take you another place, man.
Okay.
And so I wanted you to see his rap, because in the last reaction we did High Ren, and we did him and Sam Tompkins. And High Ren, he's very poetic, but I didn't feel like I got to give you the hip hop experience that he can give you, which I felt we just got there.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead. We're on the Ren roller coaster, you guys. If you're enjoying this, like, share, and comment on all the content. Snap into the comments. I listen to you. You guys, he's one of the most requested to come back for these Ren reactions, him and Mr. Biscuit. So Mr. Biscuit lives out of state, so I don't know when he's going to come back, but this is my guy. This is my dude. So here we are. If you want to see him again after this, if you ain't tired of him, let me know, and we'll bring him back for something special. Today we're doing Genesis, The Big Push, and Illest of Our Time. Let's go. This is The Big Push. Let's see if any of this sounds familiar to you.
saw a few comments on the last video when I was talking about him being classically trained, where people were like saying that he wasn't. There's a good chance that he wasn't, but it's almost hard for me to believe that he didn't do some sort of studying when I'm hearing stuff like this. Like it's really hard for me to believe that he just came up with this. He could have, but man, that's impressive. He's just doing he's doing the blues scale right now, just going crazy on this improv right now. I like it.
You sit all around in my hometown. People try to track me down for a crime that I did not commit. Yes, if for a murder of a deputy, say for a life of a deputy. But I said, Peter shot the sheriff. I did not shoot no deputy. Every boy's in self-defense.
I said, Sheriff John Brown, that man hated me. For what? I just don't know.
So hard. This is tight. Oh my god, that's actually crazy. Oh man, oh man, that's fucking. Oh man. Okay. I think you get really into a scary territory when you have a dude who's this young, and you kind of told me this a couple times about me, but like, not it's a shameless plug, but you get into like scary territory when you have a dude who's this appealing to a younger audience. Like look at the crowd, right? That's not the crowd who normally listens to stuff like this with this kind of sound to it. The other thing I wanted to mention, he's really good at like changing his voice to really fit the style and stuff like that. I don't know who originally made this song. I've never heard this song. I Shot the Sheriff, but
I was gonna ask. I wasn't gonna hate on you. Yeah. This is Bob Marley. This is an epic.
I was gonna say it
classic.
sounded a little bit Jamaican, a little bit kind of like what is it called?
So when he came in, I was off of that. I was judging if you knew the song because most people hear it. You're like, he's so close to sounding like Bob Marley in a sense. You're like, bro, like it made Mr. Biscuit just melt. He was like, bro, like he's like hitting it. So
I was a little shocked because the voice sounded familiar when he first, came on. I didn't know immediately if it was kind of like, it's not like rhythm, it's called like rhythm, but like just like that Jamaican sound, R&B sound. But like, I was like almost in shock when he first started singing because I was like, wow, this is different. But I think the other cool thing is something that's a little bit away from what Bob Marley, does is when he was pronouncing like his D's and T's and stuff like that, he's not going t or t. Like he does in his like rap or his other stuff. He's going like like almost has his tongue like on the front of his teeth. That's one of the things I noticed. And I thought that was really cool how he can really like change his like the way his vocal tone that much, and he's that aware of what he's doing. So notice like
what's crazy to me is how much you're aware of all these little subtleties. I don't notice any of this, and people are like, "Yo, we love your reactions, P." I'm like, I didn't even notice that. I'm like, dude,
well, it's a cool
that's
dynamic.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a cool dynamic because like I'm focusing on all that, so I don't really pay attention to the lyrics as much as I should. But you pay attention to the lyrics.
Yes,
so I think it's a really cool.
This
like you can
true.
tell me about things that he's saying, and then I can tell you things about that he's doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is dope. This is crazy actually.
If you guys want Andy Rue back, man, you let me know. This guy.
For what? I just don't know. Whenever I would try to plant a seed, he would say, kill it before it grows.
we would say, kill it before it grows. But I say, then I should not deputy. I shot the shade,
But I swear it was in self-defense.
oh, give it up for the main season, please, please, please.
Like those rock and kind of metal elements in that. It's really cool. I like it.
In this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, media clowns them and abusing their but media clowns that not nothing but that.
You see how intentional he's like doing his vocal like tone right there, like how intentional it is. Like when you like just watch his tongue and like how he's doing it, like that's not second nature. That's very intentional what he's doing. It's really cool.
After the first one, I'm starting to pay attention to
Yeah,
that now.
yeah.
I was like, oh, let me look at this.
The young trendsetter, come on, more the damn slow. When I bust a trigger finger like bam bam big go. When I bust a trigger finger, come on, here we go. Burst on in, here we go. Got to keep it moving on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road. Got to keep it burning.
That's like a switch. So isn't that like a ska? Like ska
Yeah,
tempo?
very ska.
Yeah. Okay. I know a little bit about ska. A little bit.
Do you ever
a
listen
little
to Real Big Fish? Were you ever into them? They're like kind of ska. It's like the only ska band I know, but I don't know. They're kind of like rock.
Did they have a
ska.
really big hit? Maybe
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
they have. I mean, they were huge. I mean, they
think I
played
have
Warped
heard
Tour, all that stuff. Yeah,
You
Real
started
Big
seeing
Fishes.
the single. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy, come on now. And even more, let's take it down. Keep it going, tempo slow, let's do it. Hip, hop,
It's like being a conductor almost.
hit is still bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hit still bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip still bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip. My drum bass. One thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. Rappers take control your.
Really good band communication. This is really dope. He, like I said, he's almost acting like a conductor, but it was really cool because he started playing those kind of those not quarter notes, probably eighth notes. So that when he started speeding it up, the whole band knew. I mean, that was probably relatively improvised. So, you know, when he brought it way down and then brought it back up to that kind of ska tempo, he made sure to really keep that steady beat. So the band really knows where to keep up with him when they increase that tempo instead of just going to the faster tempo, because you wouldn't know exactly what tempo he's playing. So that kind of helps the rest of the band kind of know what they're doing. A lot they use that a lot in jazz band.
That's tight.
More jazz influence, you can tell.
That's crazy.
It's tight.
I'm no better than that, that's game, I'm be ready for that. 2 soldiers ahead of a pack, my party's got the gap. Where my army at, what if I tap, not react, back the beat, sit, don't reflect on how many records get sold. On test roads, I'm rock and roll, whether your projects are on hold. In the real world, we just people with ideas. We just like you and me, when the smoke and camera disappear again, the real world. It's bigger than all these fake ass records. When my profo's got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check one, 2, my word of advice to you, just relax. If that don't work, then do what you got to do and kick the facts. If you a liar, wolf crier, bush crier, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. But then if you a liar, mouth on crier, pants on fire, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. It's bigger than a hip hop, it's still bigger than a hip hop, it's still bigger than
Imagine seeing a show like that on the streets.
Oh yeah, one of the things I was thinking was like, I hate to be like this to America because I love America, but I don't know if that kind of music would pass in America on the street like that with that many like young people like, you know, walking up to it. There's just not that kind of same appreciation, I feel like, out here.
Sometimes I don't know because when you hear something good, like, so let me give you an example. Okay. When you go to Vegas,
yeah,
and you'll see people out there doing stuff, busking, panhandling, but when there's someone really good,
people notice.
People start crowding. They're like, yo, what's this? And you see it with like break dancers in Vegas.
Yeah.
Because it's rare. Like in America, I feel like sometimes people who are really good at singing just have gigs. So they're like if you're on the corner in Vegas, then you get in a casino and you're just singing. You know what I mean? It's rare. Like they're like, yo, I got to get this bread.
Yeah.
But I think talent rises to the top. And if people, so like with Harry Mack, he'll freestyle on corners and it'll draw audience.
Yeah, a big old crowd.
So I think people would appreciate it. I think what you're talking to is the fact you're a part of this young generation. You don't see this. And I don't know why we don't see this in America. It's like weird. I don't know if there's, I don't know. It's really strange because like they're like, this seems to be, I don't know. You guys let us know because sometimes a lot of people from the UK tap into these. Is this like a cultural thing, you guys? Is there a lot of street performance? Is it just him doing it? And, you know, because my thing is that when you're that talented, if you hit the corner, people are like, what was that? And they're just because I know I would stop, put a butt, like I'd go up there probably because he's not doing any cursing. So I'd bring my daughter. I'd be like, yo, you know, let her dance.
It adds to how dangerous it is. Like I was talking about like how like good dangerous it is that he is like this young dude being able to do this, because that probably helps his, you know, gather those younger audiences too, to get them to stop and look, because it's not some like, you know, 50-year-old dude just like singing like Frank Sinatra on the corner. It's like this young dude who's doing all these classics. Yeah.
Now, bro. All right, now I thought that was a cool twist and turn because to go from hip hop and hip hop cadences to something like that, and it's funny because you understand the scales, you're seeing different things that I wouldn't have seen, and maybe some of the audience might have just got made aware of some things that they didn't even know, because I'm not sure. I'm positive every person watching these is not a musician, so they can appreciate it more when you start giving some of that in-depth dialogue.
Yeah. Now, and it's not to like overthink about it or be like, oh my God, I'm like thinking so in depth about what everything little thing that he's doing. But it's just, like you said, appreciation. It makes you appreciate his talent, his skill a lot more when you know that these are the things that he's doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, this one, let's see if it's going to pull up. This is new. This just dropped, I think, 2 weeks ago. It's called The Illest of Our Time. I just want your authentic reaction. This goes a few different places. I'm gonna just let authentic reaction, but as things start happening, feel free to tap in.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
I'm scared.
All right, you guys. This is actually I want to wear my hat differently today, just a little bit, because it kind of. I don't want the shadow to be all in my grill, but
I'm rocking with the wings though. It's cool.
Yeah, I like the wings. Yeah, it's the Pegasus hat, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh hey. Anyways, you guys, let's get it popping. This is REN, Illest of our time. If you guys are enjoying this reaction, make sure you're liking it, you're leaving comments. The comments and stuff like that, the engagement helps it go up in the algorithm. But if you want to even go as far as sharing some of this stuff in your stories or on Facebook, we love it, man. We're trying to build this momentum, build the movement on the channel, and support artists that we believe in, that we like REN, Harry Mack, Coast Contra. That's what we're about. We're going to keep having fun. We're rocking with Andy Rue, man. A little young prodigy over here. Let's get it popping. This is REN, Illest of our time.
One, two, three, spitting bullets on the beat. I'm a sick little puppy who gets lucky when he speaks. Blessed with a silver tongue, chest with an iron lung. Extraterrestrial tentacles, aliens. Psychopathic tendencies, a pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, then this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time.
Get it poppin', hot rockin', I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm chopping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-Gordon of Oppin'. The strangest thing, I'm the boss, when the danger lingers, I'm plotting.
Sweet like a spoonful of sugar, because I'm merry like poppin'. The double barrel is cocking, a shotgun sheltered the noggin. I'm coughing, catchy bronchitis, you're in your funeral coffin. No stopping, blocking me not when I pick the world up, I'm squatting. And when I take from the rich, I'm in your hood and I'm robbing.
4, 5, 6, spit a crucifix. 6, 6, 6, flow, crucify a Catholic.
Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muffled when you're sucking on my massive.
Who's the fucking illest? Who's the realest? Who's the baddest kid? Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kiddie called Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist. So far from reach, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst for chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemist. Evangelist, spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it.
Pull up to the place. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space.
Music for the hooligans, let loose on the estate. Call the police and the riot bands, the people wanna play. Hey,
Freedom now has lost all me.
This video is hard as hell. This video is dope. It's like some heist stuff. It almost sounds like.
Yeah,
It reminds me of I don't know if you ever played Grand Theft Auto 5, but it kind of reminds me when you're in a heist. It's like it's kind of like that. It's almost like it's like a weird I don't know, but he used like a bass to like kind of make that noise, but it's kind of cool. That's what it gives me vibes of with like the masks and stuff like that. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not artistic enough. I have no idea what this video means. It's kind of like all over the place. So I was gonna ask you, what does this video mean to you, or should we wait till the end?
No. I stopped it because I just wanted to get your authentic reaction. What you're thinking of the song, what you're thinking of the beat.
I love the wordplay that he's saying. Like I think my favorite one so far is the Robin. I'm in your hood, Robin, like or something like that.
Yeah.
Mentioning like the taxing stuff. I thought that was kind of cool.
So there's a bunch of things going on here. And what I noticed too is like with this type of joint, so this is what's interesting too. I felt like it's giving me a little bit of electronic vibes. Do you remember that song Firestarter? It was like,
I think so.
It's like I think the group's Prodigy or something like that.
Maybe, I think so.
So when me and Don reacted to this, he had mentioned that. I was like, oh, that's dead on. Now that's my era. That's like when I was young. I'm 43, so like I think in high school that came out. It was like Firestarter, and it's like this, and so it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But some of these visuals, see, this is what's crazy. You're from the young generation, so it's fun to like go back and forth and see what you notice, because you notice so much more from the technical aspect of the last, like them playing chords. So have you ever seen a movie called Clockwork Orange?
No.
So there's a classic filmmaker named Stanley Kubrick, and he made these very obscure, abstract movies, and they're all classics. They're all like The Shining. He's the one who made the movie The Shining.
I think I've heard of his name, actually.
But he's made these. It's interesting because on a rabbit hole, people were saying, like, I think he worked for the government, and he saw them do MK Ultra, and he was, like, putting stuff in the movies to
kind of, like, hint at it almost.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a movie called Clockwork Orange, and there's some vivid imagery in here that reminded me of like this imagery right here.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Clockwork Orange.
Right.
Like the dude had something on his eye. He's like wearing all white. Like it's really interesting. So in that hooligan part, like that reminded me of Clockwork Orange. But he's just, there's certain things he says he likes to leave this up to people's interpretation.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
Shows how like cultured he is, though. That
he's 32 years old, but I can definitely tell he's a deep soul.
That's crazy. I was gonna say he looked like he's in his 20s.
Yeah, I thought he was in his 20s.
Really? I hope I look like that when I'm 32. I don't know. I look like I'm 15 right now, so I probably will. But
didn't someone say that in the comments?
No, probably. I don't know. It's a good thing in my eyes, honestly.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, it gave me slight NF vibes in the sense of like kind of what he was wearing and kind of like that ominous kind of like main character vibe, if that makes any sense. You know, like I thought that was kind of cool.
Tight.
This is cool.
Yeah, let's get back into it. Let me see.
I'm just so confused by what's going on.
Well, I think it's a representation of the beat. The beat being all over the place, and then the video kind of going to all these different places. You know what I'm saying? But I love the lyrics. He's actually being pretty lyrical. Now, the one thing is people were like, "Yo, it says Illest." I saw some reactors be like, "It says Illest of our time," and I just didn't think it was that lyrical to say that. Like, that's a huge statement when you have Eminem, you know, all these people. And I was like, I think you're missing the point. He actually has Lyme disease, and he's literally
the illest.
He's actually
that's funny.
He's actually a sick puppy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from it. Instead of trying to look too deep, like, he's saying he's gonna beat every MC in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, song it shot right into space. Music for the hooligans let loose on the estate. Call the police and the riot bands that people wanna play. Hey. Freedom now has lost all meaning. How can we all be free in a hierarchy breeding ground? The poor get poorer while the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom I own. Top of the streets that I roam, top of the dome. Spitting for Britain I shown, buzz like a cellular phone. Hyping like Tyson, an icon, go twice in. Left, right in, I'm striking like I'm biting, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So eat my words, fill your belly like alphabet, spaghetti. I am a rap star, don't believe me, the facts are I spit fast like a NASCAR. Don't believe me, then fuck your shit. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, Ace, Wonton bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I want to spread.
Run that back a little bit. I need to listen to that again. The Hardy Brothers line. That's funny.
I don't feel so well.
That's good.
I don't feel so well. Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop then stutter. Things gone wrong, hit by King Kong, Ace, Wonton bomb like Hardy Brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, speaking slow. Head in Hong Kong, wonton soup is what I have for brains. I know that I want to spread these tattered wings, hold them high. Vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is a blessing in disguise. Never second guessing, intuition getting wise. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye. Travel to the corner of my cornea and mind. Look for all the answers that I never seem to find. Till then, I guess I'm still the illest of our time.
That's tight. That was crazy. That was dope.
You know what was interesting is I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught it in the lyrics, but you said this on REN. And it's funny because Don said this, and I didn't catch this, but both of you guys said this. You guys said Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. And in this verse, he said, like, Freddie, I'm Mercury. Did you catch that bar?
Oh, no, I didn't. That's funny, though.
Yeah, he says that in there. He's like Freddie, I'm Mercury. And the way...
Same thing with this, though. It was almost like different movements again.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what I got for you, man, for this REN roller coaster today.
I'm happy that this is what he's doing with his flow and stuff like that, because he has a lot of skill, and you can tell he has like a lot of musical kind of a prodigy in him. So the fact that he's really honing this in and using it lyrically, not only with like just the lyrics and what he's saying, but like, again with his cadence and flow and stuff, it's just really cool.
Yeah, I enjoy this, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So you guys out there in TV land, YouTube land, the world as we know it, Let me know if you want me to bring Andy Rue back, and what would you like to see him react to in regards to Ren. Yeah. Now, if they don't, because my thing is this. I kind of have you on a cliffhanger because every time we watch these, you get super excited. You're like, I want to go through the rabbit hole and check out his whole catalog. You know what I'm saying?
You're blue balling me.
Edging. He's getting edged, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Edging. But I'm telling him to wait so we can have fun reactions on here so they're authentic. And it's the first time we get to see it. Yeah. So you guys let us know, because if you don't, if you're like, then I'm going to
I guess I'm never listening to Ren.
Well, what I was going to say. If what I was saying is if they don't bring you back, then I'm like, go crazy, go listen to all this stuff.
Right.
Right now I'm like, yo, hold off, bro. Like, just come in next week. Let's do another joint.
I'm gonna do my best.
There's this crazy story. We could probably just do one video. It's called The Tale of Jenny and Screech. It's pretty wild, just the storytelling in it. I wouldn't mind putting you in front of that. Dawn hasn't seen that one either yet, so we'll do some stuff. But hey, it's up to you guys. Yeah. I'm here for them. And then, you guys, check Andy Rue out. He'll probably comment. I'll pin it. Check out his stuff on YouTube. Check out his new music that's out. You want to plug your stuff?
Appreciate it. YouTube channel is Andrew Your Picture. My Instagram is Andrew HU4L, the number 4. And I go by Andy Rue, ANDIROO. Check me out.
Yeah.
All platforms.
Yeah, and if you guys are watching this, that means my new music video, Planned It, is out now on the channel. Help me get some views and some comments on it. I love when you guys help support the original content. It actually really means a lot. And again, we released this as a premiere, so it looks live, but it's not live, okay? So right now I'm thanking everyone who was in here in the chat. If you left a super chat, if you came back and left a super thank you, if you became a member, thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It really does help us out. We're living our dreams, and, helps us keep the lights on. And I just can't give more gratitude than that. It is a tough time. The economy's super strange. So with you guys supporting what we do over here, it really does mean the most to me. With that being said, man, we out here. Like, share, and comment on all the content. Subscribe if you're rocking with us. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.